Sarah, a terrified woman, is fleeing in the Norwegian mountains when she accidentally injures herself while running. The monster kills her. Meanwhile, a group of medical students, including Sarah's boyfriend Vegard, head to the mountains for Easter holidays. Vegard believes Sarah is still skiing and plans to arrive the following day. The group enjoys a snowball fight, games, and drinking in a snowy environment without a phone signal. Hannah becomes claustrophobic after Martin demonstrates Middle Ages sedation, and Liv encounters a strange figure in the privy. They believe it's an animal, but Liv returns to relieve herself before reporting the incident. The Wanderer visits a group and requests coffee, revealing their history of World War II invasion of a crucial route between the UK and Russia. German soldiers tortured and mistreated the residents, stealing valuables. The locals took advantage of this opportunity to fight back, ambushing the Nazis in the middle of the night, killing most of them. Herzog and his group hide in the mountains with stolen goods, fearing a bad force. The group laughs at the Wanderer's story, but Roy mocks him. The Wanderer reminds Roy of the dangers of dangerous things. Vegard wakes up in the middle of the night, thinking it's Sarah, and spots someone hiding something beneath the floorboards. Vegard wakes up to find Sarah bleeding from her nose and mouth. He hears a strange noise while eating dinner and, unable to see anything, a monster attacks him. The creature pursues Vegard to kill him, and he decides to search for Sarah on a snowmobile the next morning. Vegard advises others to seek assistance if he doesn't return by tomorrow, and after a few hours of searching, he returns to his tent. Vegard encounters a tent with the Wanderer's body removed and follows bloody footprints in the snow to find Sarah. He abandons the snowmobile and falls into a hole, losing consciousness. Martin, disturbed by the blood, is ridiculed by others and questions his medical career. Erland discovers an enigmatic box beneath the floorboards, containing World War II jewelry and gold coins. The group is excited about potential earnings and drinks. Erland, his girlfriend, and Chris, who is using the restroom, act inappropriately outside as a monster picks up the coin. Erland returns to the cabin, but is alarmed by the creature's growl and spooky face. She falls into a poop-filled hole, collapses the floor, and cries due to stomach pain. Chris, injured, exits a privy due to loud music, but the group cannot hear her. The monster leaps on her, causing her to be removed. Hannah, fearing something, turns off the music and leaves, but Chris has already left. Martin and Hannah search for her, but find an enigmatic bag deep in the snow. They assume Chris is playing a practical joke. The group discovers Sarah's body is missing, sparking a dispute over the risks. Liv tries to find her, but Hannah is alarmed when she sees someone holding her friend's head. She locks the door, blocking it with objects. Liv is shattered by a monster, seizing her hair. The others restrain her, and Martin doesn't shoot with Liv close, so Hannah cuts her hair, freeing her. Hannah and the guys are in a panic as they discover a group of zombies outside their cabin. The cabin trembles and lights flicker, and Martin is shot when he tries to enter. The friends cover the window with a table. Hannah cuts his hand when a zombie punches a hole in the door and tries to unlock it. Erland recognizes the zombies and warns everyone to stay away from the bite. A group of zombies block a door to a frightened Erland, who is easily seduced by another zombie. The remaining members scramble to keep him inside, but another zombie emerges and stabs him in the eyes and mouth. The zombie tears Erland's head open, and the brain falls to the ground. The remaining group members agree to leave in cars at the foot of a mountain, having survived until morning. Liv and Hannah search for cars, while Roy and Martin create noise as bait. They believe zombies hate sunlight. Vegard awakens in a cavern, finding a weak spot in snow. He uses snowmobile items to create a torch and explores the cavern. Numerous firearms, open graves, and a Nazi flag support his account. The zombies, believed to be wartime Nazi soldiers, are appalled to see Sarah's head among the helmets. Vegard, appalled, punches the zombie, knocking him down. The zombie flings Vegard from the cavern, and Vegard disarms him. The zombie punches Vegard before biting his arm, but eats fabric due to his layers of clothing. Vegard bites the creature first, preventing the creature from biting Vegard's face after headbutting him. Vegard defeats a zombie by pushing him away and using his helmet to beat him. Another zombie emerges, striking Vegard near the cliff's edge. Vegard breaks a piece of wood on his head, but his helmet shields him. He uses a knife to hit the zombie's eye and kicks him against a tree, causing a branch to stab him to death and expel his intestines. Vegard grabs a second zombie's intestines to avoid falling into the abyss when the first zombie awakens and throws him off a cliff. The zombie bites Vegard's neck, causing him agony. Vegard hits the creature with his head, causing it to collapse. Hannah and Liv are running in the forest, but a zombie appears behind them and pursues them. Hannah waits for the perfect opportunity to strike the zombie, hiding behind a tree. Liv is chased by zombies who render her unconscious. She wakes up to find the zombies consuming her organs. Liv kills all zombies and herself by setting off a grenade in the zombie's belt. Hannah and other zombies, including Herzog, can see the smoke and noise. Hannah hides atop a tree and starts less a bird that makes noise as they search the forest. She strikes it a few times, but it's too late as the noise reveals her location. Hannah kills a zombie by stabbing him in the face while climbing a tree. A second zombie pursues her through the forest, eventually cornering her at the cliff's edge. Hannah stomps on the ice, breaking it, and they fall into the abyss. She wakes up under snow and finds herself under the zombie's head. After much struggle, she reveals the zombie is alive and can easily kick him, as he is also buried. Hannah manages to kill the zombie. Vegard sutures his wound and retrieves a machine gun from the Nazi cache. He faces a zombie attack and is killed by a branch. Roy completes a Molotov bomb in the cabin, while Martin pushes zombies off the window. Martin fails to toss the bomb at the enemy, hitting the wall. They hang up as the wood catches fire. They escape the cabin and reach a nearby shack without incident. Herzog sees the fire and sends out his zombie army. Roy and Marin, out of their shack, face a relentless battle with zombies. Despite their efforts, more creatures continue to enter, making it difficult for them to win. Vegard, using a machine gun, quickly eliminates every zombie. He then uses a snowmobile to run over a survivor, a creature who tries to strike him. Vegard throws him to the ground, headbutts him, and places the snowmobile on top of him to kill him. A third zombie tries to catch him by surprise, but Vegard easily punches him before ending the battle. Three friends, Martin and Roy, emerge from a zombie attack and kill Vegard, claiming victory. They seize Vegard's body and tear off his head, arms, and legs. Martin attacks those approaching too closely, while Roy decapitates a creature. Ignoring Hannah until it's too late, he becomes enraged and attacks anyone touching his shoulder. Martin rushes to Hannah's side, watching her die as she collapses on her knees, bleeding. Herzog arrives with 6 zombie soldiers, and Martin shoots them out before running out of ammunition. Roy smashes the creature's head after a zombie bites his arm. Martin chooses amputation due to his wound and refuses to become a Nazi. He completes the task with a chainsaw and burns the stump to seal it. However, a zombie bites his groin after emerging from the snow. Martin kicks off the zombie and stomps on his head to kill him. Zombies emerge from the snow, pursuing Roy and Martin. Roy gets stuck in branches, and the enemy slashes his stomach and head. He finds his intestines lodged in a tree, swears, and passes away. Martin realizes he wants the ancient treasure when Herzog removes a watch from Roy's body. Martin escapes zombies and returns to a burned-out cabin. Before Herzog and his army arrive, he finds a box and hands it to them. Despite exhaustion, Martin finds his vehicle at the mountain's base. A coin drops out of his pocket, and Herzog attacks by shattering the glass at the window.